Welcome inside the Hall of Fame. I'm Booker T, 6-time world champ, 2-time Hall of Famer. Got my man Brad Gilmore here with me. We ready to do this thing, man. Ready to get our champagne, which is caviar tree. We want all you guys to get a little piece of the action as well. Brad, how you feel, man? How you feel?
I'm doing good, Book. I'm doing good. We're here rolling into another week, rolling into another weekend. You know, and I'm excited this weekend. I'm doing something I've never done before. I'm doing something I've never done before this weekend. I'm doing
taking the cold plunge.
No, I'm not doing the cold plunge, but I found out they do offer that at the gymnasium in which I go to. But I'm doing, it's not the regular version, but I'm doing indoor skydiving. What do you think of that?
That's what, about 20 feet?
No, it's like 100 feet. But what they do is they put you in like a wind tunnel, right? And you go in with a flight suit and they simulate, I guess, what it's like to skydive. I don't know really what to expect.
Hey man, go for it.
Would you ever jump out of an actual plane?
No, I'm not a thrill. I'm not, like I say, white folks. Different white folks do things that black folks don't think about doing. You know what I mean? Like jumping out of perfect, working plane. You know what I mean? That could land very, very properly and easily. You know what I mean? But no, I ain't climbing Mount Everest. I ain't doing no bungee jumping. I ain't doing no extreme biking. I'm not gonna be like the alligator hunter. You know what I mean? I'm not doing any of that. Crocodile hunter. That's what his name was. That's what his name was. You know what I mean? The crocodile. But he was out there running around in the ocean.
Stingray, right?
Stingray got him. You know what I mean? So nah, man, I'm not one of these thrill seekers.
Yeah, I don't see myself ever jumping out of a perfectly good airplane unless.
Yeah, but you're going to do something like this. You might think about doing that.
No.
After this, you might want to try that next.
No. This is the only.
Look here.
You're wrong.
Something might trigger in the gene.
Oh yeah, in the gene.
You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, you got a mountain bike hat on, and you going down the mountain. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
No, I'm not gonna do that. But I am looking forward to it. I think it feels like it's gonna be a fun thing, man. It feels like it's gonna be fun. This is like a controlled environment. You know what I mean? Control.
Well, jumping out of a plane, most of it's control, right? Because you have an instructor, all
yeah,
that.
there's so much that can go wrong, though.
Yeah. But, I'd try it if I was you.
Well, you remember like President H.W. Bush was jumping out of airplanes at like 80 and 90? He would do it every 10 years or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, it might be something to it. That adrenaline rush, I'm sure you get something out of that. I'm sure you feel some sort of a rush. Like you can conquer the world. You know what I mean? You could take on anything, after you do something like that, man. So yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? And plus, you only live once. So, you might as well, go for it.
You might as well try it, man.
Like, those guys in that submarine, you know what I mean? And they went down there and
they never came back.
And it imploded, you know what I mean? But people like that, you know what I mean? You can't tell them, hey, man, you shouldn't do that, man, because it's something about human beings. It's something about our nature. Something about, something in the gene, that makes you want to go do something like that. Because me personally, I can't imagine myself wanting to go down, in a submarine that we just crafted together with a joystick for the controller. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way people are, man. That's the way people are. Normally, your people.
Normally, you know what? I'll own up to that. It is normally our people.
Yeah.
But you know what? I mean, look, someone's got to try it. Someone might as well, someone's got to try it. Someone's got to be the guinea pig.
I'm not against it. If you want to do it, if you want to climb Mount Everest, go right ahead.
Well, I don't have any proclivity for that.
But after this,
no,
you might.
No,
you might trigger something.
Now, did they ever approach you about doing any like extreme entrances, like hang gliding in, or I don't know, coming through the fire instead of it just busting out beside you?
I did hang glide in. Remember WCW?
Oh, you did when you were GI Bro, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
How was that?
I mean, that was pretty awesome. You know what I mean? It was actually pretty cool. But yeah. I mean, I didn't get any thrill out of it or anything, though.
Were you nervous? I mean, I would be.
I was a little nervous. I was a little nervous about it, but it wasn't coming straight from the roof. You know, it had an angle on it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I didn't feel like I felt okay about it. You know, and I was strapped in pretty tight as far as the apparatus that they had me the harness and all that stuff. It was pretty solid.
Yeah, I did one time the what is it called? Not hang gliding, but parasailing. You know, that doesn't have really good. That's not really appealing to me either. We did it, and it's just like you just hanging up there.
Well, I don't, the line break.
Yeah,
you just go sell off somewhere. You know what I mean?
In the ocean.
I ain't off into that. Nah, man. I mean, I've never been. I mean, I went to Big Bear, California back in the day. WCW did a show there. And it was out in the cold and whatnot, all the snow bunnies running around, they doing a lot of skiing. But I had no, notion, to actually want to put a pair of skis on and try to get out there and do that, man. Man, I break something. The knees, but I had such a great time, man. Big Bear, California, man. Such a great time. If you ever get a chance, man, you should go there and check it out.
Yeah, I've heard great things about Big Bear, man. I've heard great things. Did you ever talk to like Sting or anybody when they would do he would, come down from the ceiling? Did you ever be like, bro, what are you thinking?
Nah, man, that was him. That was on him. If something happened, that was on him.
Man.
Nah, I never really thought about it. I remember when I came down on the zip line, pretty much that's what it was. I came up short one time. It stopped right before I got to the ring. I had to stick my leg out, to try to catch the ring and pull myself in. It was crazy. So I'm kind of glad they stopped doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, the zip line I'm not a big fan of either.
Yeah.
It just doesn't appeal to me either. We almost did that one in Hawaii. I don't know why we're talking about this. But anyway, I'm going indoor skydiving. That's the point. The point is,
hey, look here. Good luck.
Well, here's the thing though. They're going to give me a video of me doing it. They take a video of you. I don't know if it's a GoPro situation or what it is, but I'll get a video of it. I can play the video on the show next week so we can see it. If it's entertaining at least.
Yeah.
That way people can see. We'll see if the people want to see it. Because this show's all about the people. If the people want to see it, we'll do it.
I was getting on the plane. I was at the airport. And I was going through, from one terminal to the next. Had to catch a train. And this one guy, he had I don't know if he was military or not, but he had a prosthetic leg. Mm-hmm. And at the bottom of the prosthetic leg, he had a camera on the prosthetic leg.
Just to see, I guess, what the
I don't know.
view is from there?
I don't know. I wanted to ask him so bad why the GoPro. It was made into the prosthetic leg.
Right.
And I was like, well, I was wondering what that was for. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just had to throw that out there since you were talking about the GoPro. I was just wondering, exactly, why do they have that? You know what I mean?
It'd be interesting to find out. It would be interesting to find out.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Man, I mean, but anyway, Book, we're here talking Inside the Hall of Fame. We want to encourage everybody to get their super chats in. This is our last show of the week, of course, before we're off. And not WrestleMania, but the Royal Rumble is right around the corner. Like literally, I think isn't it next week?
Yeah, next week.
That's crazy.
In Florida, yeah.
It's already here, man. Yeah. It's already, and this is almost.
I was just talking to my boy Brian Knobs from the Nasty Boys. He hit me up just yesterday and told me when I get in town, maybe hit him up, maybe have a cold one or whatnot. But I'm lobbying again, for the Nasty Boys to go into the Hall of Fame.
I thought you were gonna say for yourself to be in the Rumble.
No, man, no, for the Nasty Boys, man, to finally get in, man. I really believe, truly in my heart, that the Nasty Boys deserve a spot inside the WWE Hall of Fame. They put a lot of work in WCW, in WWE, in WWF. They did it. They pretty much did it all. And so I'm hoping to see my man Knobs and Sags, two Florida boys. It would be only fitting to put the Nasty Boys inside the Hall of Fame in Florida. So hopefully they'll get in this year.
We'll see, man. The Nasties, we'll see, but it's wait, where's WrestleMania? Tampa is Royal Rumble.
Tampa, yeah. I mean,
WrestleMania is in Philadelphia.
Yeah, exactly. Knobs, Sags, Florida boys, to the heart, hanging down there with Hogan, back in the day, so I would love to see the Nasty Boys get inside the Hall of Fame, because my brother and I, we had so many matches with the Nasty Boys. I don't think our careers would have been, what they were without the Nasty Boys. That 6-month run, just that 6-month run alone should get them in the Hall of Fame, as far as I'm concerned, because it was rough. It was a rough 6 months working with those boys, man. I remember I almost got into a fight with Sags.
Over what?
I called a spot. And, I think I called a drop kick, and he stopped right before I did the drop kick. Boom, and I took a face plant, and I was mad about it. And I was like, man, you ever do that again, man? We're gonna be in a fight. And he goes, ooh. I could have sworn it was crazy. We gotta take a break. Stick around. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute. What's up, y'all? It's your man, Booker T, 6-time world champion, 2-time Hall of Famer, and I'm here with my main man, Brad Gilmore, on the Hall of Fame podcast. And today we're talking about something that's been a game changer for us, and that's HelloFresh.
That's right, Booker. Whether you're looking to save money, eat better, or stress less in the new year, HelloFresh has got you covered. We're talking about farm-fresh ingredients, chef-crafted recipes, and the best part, it's all delivered right to your doorstep.
You know, Brad, I used to stress about meal planning, especially with my busy schedule. But with HelloFresh, man, I'm whipping up quick, tasty meals in no time. And my favorite has got to be their 15-minute recipes. Man, who knew I could cook a gourmet meal that fast?
Absolutely, Book. But let's talk about variety. HelloFresh has over 45 dinner options each week. So that's right. There's going to be no more recipe boredom. Plus, they've got calorie smart and protein smart options, perfect for keeping those New Year's resolutions in check.
And you know, Brad, as a family man, I'm sitting down for dinner with my crew, and it's important. HelloFresh quick and easy meals have made that reality. Even on the busiest nights, it's just convenient. It's bringing the family together.
And don't forget, breakfast fans, HelloFresh is hooking you up, the listeners of the Hall of Fame podcast, with free breakfast for life. That's right, a free breakfast item with every delivery. Now, that's a sweet deal to wake up to.
Y'all heard it here first. Go to HelloFresh.com/BookerFree and use the code, man, BookerFree, to get your free breakfast for life. Remember, one breakfast item per box while your subscription is active. Oh, yeah, man.
That's HelloFresh.com/BookerFree with the code BookerFree. Don't miss out on America's #1 meal kit.
Join us in making cooking fun, easy, and absolutely delicioso. It's HelloFresh. You got it. Oh, yeah. Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame, guys. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it, bro.
Yes. So if you did not see that was going on the internet, Grayson Waller, who is an Aussie native, and LA Knight, who is a fan favorite, went to a morning show to discuss, I think it's, what's coming there? Elimination Chamber, I think, is coming to this morning show, or coming to Australia, and they were on a morning show to, talk about it and what have you. Now, the host started to get a little bit too playful with the boys. Both of the hosts did, and, kind of making this a little bit more ha-ha than it needed to be. And at one point, they asked if, LA Knight or Grayson Waller could punch somebody in the face. Now, should I play the clip and then we react?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this is the clip. You should be able to hear this. This was them on Sunrise, is the name of the show in Australia.
Signature finishing moves.
Can I give you one?
Yeah, can you, not me.
I'll just be over here.
But can you show us one of the moves?
No, I think it actually just showed on the screen there. If I do that, it's not going to be a good day
maybe
for
someone
anybody.
our floor manager, maybe he seems
Well,
available.
actually, our floor manager's leaving this week.
Yeah.
And he's sort of, I don't know if...
That's not for me. You want to go ahead and take this one?
Look, you.
Uh-oh.
I don't think you understand. Like, if I come over there right now, we're going to have the police here because I'm not going to give you some fake punch. Like, I'm going to punch you straight in the jaw. The disrespect that you have even talking to me. No, you want to talk to me like this ain't real? Don't act all tough, lad. Don't act all tough.
Like, get in the middle of this. You kick back. You kick back. Get him out of there. You get out of there. You get out. I'm so sorry. No, don't know too much.
You guys come here and try and disrespect us. Are you kidding me?
I'm not disrespecting you.
You're all right, no, we love you.
Hey, you take that trash talk and you get out of here. Hey, you get out of here. You take that trash talk, you get out. I won't have these guests disrespected like that, Mitch. You get out.
I you're tough.
Oh.
I never thought you were tough.
Now, can you wrap this up?
Hold your pants tight. Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen, for coming in. So,
Okay, there's the clip. There it is.
Yeah.
What's your reaction?
Hey, that's what you get. That's what you get. I mean, he handled that properly. You know what I mean? I mean, he wasn't going to give the guy a fake punch. He was going to whack the guy. He was going to give him. He was going to hit him in the jaw, and that's what he would have deserved if you want to see, how wrestlers do it. Because I've hit guys, with so-called a fake punch, and like Steve Austin. It is the hardest punches he's gotten hit with. So that's the way this guy would have gotten hit if I would have been hitting him. As well as you just, people want to look at wrestling like it's lowbrow. You know what I mean? Like it's not something worthy of being on television or being called a sport or whatever, however they want to look at it. You might not want to have certain people on the show because just like, the guy when he had Mike Tyson on the show.
My favorite.
And Mike Tyson just, gave him the right act. I mean, I remember Stuttering John, caught me, in the middle of New York City. And I wanted to kill him, just because I'm like, bro, I mean, this is not a time to be playing around with me because, stop playing. I don't know if you remember the time when Taker and Vader was on that show.
Yes, in Saudi?
In Saudi, yeah. And Vader snatched the guy up and really gave him the right, as well as David Schultz. I remember Hogan being on Richard Belzer's show and choked him out, let him drop and let his head hit the floor, bang. And I think Belzer got $20,000 out of that, from a lawsuit or something like that. Might have been more, if I'm not mistaken. But stuff like that happens, man, and they need to. You might want to check yourself if you're bringing some wrestlers on your program because it could go wrong if you disrespect wrestling and disrespect the wrestler right in his face. That's the hard part, disrespecting the wrestler right in his face.
Yeah, because I mean, make no mistake. I mean, I get, sometimes you're doing a morning show, they want to do something zany or have fun. Okay. That's something, though, you set up beforehand. So first thing I want to say is the producers of this segment, you failed miserably, right? Like, that's something you clear. Hey, man, is there a way we could do something, right? Show off something. I remember there was a time where Steve Austin was on Kathy Lee and Regis, and they had a thing set up with Regis, where he took a bump or something like that. Okay, look, that's something that we set up before. Okay, I'm gonna make sure you're protected, but at least I know about where we're going with this, right? With this one, it just seemed like, oh, these wrestlers, let's have some fun with them. Punch me in the face, why don't you? Put another shrimp on the barbie. It's like, what are y'all doing? You know what I mean?
You could tell immediately Grayson Waller wasn't feeling it.
No, he was not having fun.
You could see his face, from the beginning, like, where is this going? I like him. I like Grayson Waller. You remember when I said that this guy is mature enough to go to the main roster and make it?
Yeah.
And I really, truly believe that. Just in that situation right there, he definitely made the boys look good. So I give him big props.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, when something like this happens, like, I wanted to use your Stuttering John example to bring up, because at the time, the Howard Stern show, probably the biggest, or one of the biggest media outlets, but definitely the biggest radio show in the world.
Oh, yeah.
And you kind of went there and put pressure on a media guy who's of prominence, let's just say. Does the company come and talk to you and go, hey, Book, come on, man, you can't do that to the media? Or is it high fives? Like, hey, man, you put that guy in your place. And I'm asking you that more so in reference to Grayson Waller. Does Grayson get high fives when he gets back to town? and goes into the locker room, or does he get a talking to?
I would give him high fives. I would give him big props. Me personally, and just from that situation right there, I don't think he did anything wrong at all. And if you put me in that situation, I gotta do what I gotta do. But as far as me being concerned, I've done a lot of stuff, and no one's never said anything. I've said a lot, man, as far as, like the stuttering judge situation, certain situations, where I've gone off and did certain things. And no one never said too much. But I always had a rule. My rule is, 99% keep your mouth shut. When you're 100%, you speak up 100% of the time. So if I'm in a situation where I feel like I'm 100% right about what I'm doing, and I'm going to do it, no matter what the consequences may be. What the ramifications may be, I'm still going to do it. So with stuttering Judd, that day I had a migraine headache and it was killing me. I remember that vividly to this day. And when he caught me, I was not in a good mood. And I think my migraine headache might have went away because I wanted to kill that dude so bad. And I would have, if I could have got my hands on him, I probably would have. I probably would have just, oh man, it would have been good too. Yeah.
It would have been good too. To me, I think the Grayson Waller thing, there's a lot being made about it. And you know what? Also, I think LA Knight did the right thing too. LA Knight goes, you don't want me to do what you just saw in the
thing. Yeah, exactly.
You don't want me to do that. That's what happened. Okay, you don't want to do that. You know what I mean? And then Grayson, I'm not going to give you some fake punch. I'm going to punch you as hard as I can in the jaw, and the police are going to have to be called.
Hey, man. That's giving you fair warning.
I'm just telling you.
Now, if you still want to do this, that's not like David Schultz.
No, it's not like David Schultz.
No, I'm giving you fair warning, bro. If you're going to let me punch you, I'm going to punch you. Okay, fine. And if the guy's stupid enough to come from back there doing this stuff, man, I would have hit him so hard, man. He'd had a broken jaw when he left that freaking stage. Seriously.
Yeah, you can't.
And then what do you do? What do you do? You told me to do it. You can't sue me.
I said what was going to happen if I do it.
Exactly. That's why the one guy said, "Go get on back there."
He said, no. You
don't want to try this.
He's serious. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's serious. And the thing is, I think Grayson, I don't know, maybe he also took some offense to it because it's like, look, I'm in my home country. We're bringing a big show here.
Yeah.
We're going to sell 50, 60, 70,000 seats, maybe more. And you're making a mockery.
I like this kid, man. Like I said, I like his character. I like, the way he handled the situation. I really always had high praise for Grayson Waller. Even in NXT, I felt like he's a guy that was ready for the main roster when he went there. Felt like the time he put in NXT, he definitely managed that time properly, and it wasn't about the NXT championship or anything. You don't remember any NXT championships this guy had around his waist or anything.
No.
Right? No. It's just a worker. Just a worker. He didn't need any of that to get over. You know what I mean? So, I'm liking everything about Grayson Waller. Yeah,
no, Grayson Waller's out here killing it, and him and LA Knight. I feel like, do you think this clip's going to go down? Like, are we going to talk about this in a couple years, or is this like
no.
Here for a couple?
Nothing really happened.
Right.
Something would have happened. You know what I mean? If it would have been a Vader moment, Vader, man. I don't know how Vader left the country. I think they had to pay some money to get him out of the country back then, from what I was hearing.
I think that they did. I think Vince had to put in a call.
Yeah, I mean, they about to lock him up over there, bro. It would have been bad. I bet you after that tape stopped rolling, they was all over Vader, man. I can imagine that. Man, oh my God, man. Hey guys, we gotta take a break. Stick around. You're in the Hall of Fame.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled program for an important public service announcement.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Is it something more essential? A revolutionary ball trimmer that has landed right here from the future.
That's right. Manscaped has been working overtime to upgrade your below-the-waist grooming experience with their cutting-edge Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra.
Let's cut to the chase. Every man out there knows the fear of going in for a close shave in those most sensitive areas.
Yeah, we've been there, Book, but fear no more. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra is the hero that you deserve, featuring not one, but two interchangeable next-gen skin-safe blade heads.
This isn't just your standard grooming. It gives that super smooth finish with a new foil blade your heart desires, and Manscaped delivers.
And it does not stop there. With dual LED spotlights, you can navigate the darkest of regions with precision, regardless of your skin tone.
And they thought of everything, man. 3-length setting comb, and guess what, my man? This bad boy is waterproof.
That's right, Booker. Trim with confidence in or out of the shower. The Lawnmower 5.0 trimmer helps reduce nicks, the risk of ingrown hairs, and those dreaded grooming accidents.
And because we've got your back, man, get 20% off free shipping with the code, Booker T at manscaped.com.
Just think about it. 20% off, free shipping at manscaped.com with the code Booker T. High-tech grooming for your low places.
Look, man, from a personal experience, this isn't just a ball trimmer. It's like a spaceship for your man parts. Smooth, efficient, and it takes care of B.I.itness, dog.
Remember, we're keeping it real with you all. We partnered up with Manscaped because we believe in the product. They hooked us up and we're passing that on to you.
So, gentlemen, upgrade your grooming game, man, and visit manscaped.com. And don't forget to use the promo code BookerT for your exclusive deals. The Hall of Fame podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. What's up, everybody? It's your man, Booker T, along with my main man, Brad Gilmore. We're back with another episode, and today we want to talk to you about something that's incredibly important, especially during this time of the year.
That's right, Booker. You know, as we head into the end of the year, it's the time for reflection, joy, and sometimes for a lot of us, a lot of stress. The holidays can be overwhelming for many, and it's okay to admit that.
Look, this time of the year can be a lot to handle, and it's natural to feel some sadness or anxiety, but we've got something positive to share with you today.
That's right, Book. It's therapy. It's a bright spot amid all the stress and change. Something you can look forward to. Something that can make you feel grounded. Something that equips you with the tools to manage everything that life throws at you.
And when it comes to therapy, we've got the solution for you, BetterHelp. It's convenient, flexible, and entirely online. You can match up with a licensed therapist who fits your schedule, and you can even switch therapists at any time at no extra cost.
The best part is it's so easy to get started. You just fill out a brief questionnaire just like I did. I went through the process myself. It helped match me with a licensed therapist who will help me and can help you on your journey to personal growth and well-being.
And here's the kicker, folks. You can get started today and receive 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/BookerT. That's right, BetterHelp. That's HELP.com/BookerT.
You deserve to find your bright spot this season, and BetterHelp is here to help you do just that. Don't wait. Take that positive step towards a brighter future. Hall of Fame podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. BetterHelp, professional, affordable, and convenient online counseling.
Oh, yeah. Trying to stay comfortable while you sleep. Well, I've got something exciting for you.
That's right, Book. We've recently discovered a game changer for a good night's sleep. It's called Miracle Made, and it has its new product, the silver-infused bed sheets inspired by NASA.
Yeah, these sheets are no ordinary sheets, guys. They've got self-cooling properties that keep you at the perfect temperature all night long, thanks to NASA-inspired technology.
And here's the kicker. They're self-cleaning too. Infused with silver, these sheets prevent up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them fresh and clean 3 times longer than regular sheets. So that means no more gross odors. Plus, they're all about comfort and quality. Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the crazy price tag of other luxury brands. Trust me, Book, they feel as nice, if not nicer, than the sheets used by some 5-star hotels.
And just in time for the holidays, guys, these miracle sheets make perfect gifts for your loved ones. And who doesn't want better sleep and luxurious bed sheets? And guess what, guys? You get 3 free towels with your purchase. But wait, there's more. These sheets are designed with your skin in mind. No more sleeping on bacteria that can clog your pores. You don't want that. Sleep clean with Miracle.
Yeah, so here's the deal, listeners. Go to trymiracle.com/Booker to try it today or gift it to someone special this holiday season. And guess what? You will save over 40%.
Do it! And don't forget, guys, if you use the promo code at your checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and an extra 20% off.
And if that wasn't great, here's the best part. Miracle stands behind their product with a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not 100% satisfied, you will get a full refund from Miracle Made.
Hey guys, upgrade with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/Booker and use the promo code Booker and claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40%. Trymiracle.com/Booker. Treat yourself or a loved one this holiday season to a gift of better sleep. Don't wait. Try Miracle Made today. Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame, guys. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it, bro.
Yes. So if you did not see that was going on the internet, Grayson Waller, who is an Aussie native, and LA Knight, who is a fan favorite, went to a morning show to discuss, I think it's, what's coming there? Elimination Chamber, I think, is coming to this morning show, or coming to Australia, and they were on a morning show to, talk about it and what have you. Now, the host started to get a little bit too I don't know, playful with the boys. Both of the hosts did, and, kind of making this a little bit more ha-ha than it needed to be. And at one point, they asked if, LA Knight or Grayson Waller could punch somebody in the face. Now, should I play the clip and then we react?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this is the clip. You should be able to hear this. This was them on Sunrise, is the name of the show in Australia.
Signature finishing moves.
Can I give you one?
Yeah, can you, not me.
I'll just be over here.
But can you show us one of the moves?
No, I think it actually just showed on the screen there. If I do that, it's not going to be a good day
maybe
for
someone
anybody.
our floor manager, maybe he seems
Well,
available.
actually, our floor manager's leaving this week.
Yeah.
And he's sort of, I don't know if...
That's not for me. You want to go ahead and take this one?
Look,
Uh-oh.
I don't think you understand. Like, if I come over there right now, we're going to have the police here because I'm not going to give you some fake punch. Like, I'm going to punch you straight in the jaw. The disrespect that you have even talking to me. No, you want to talk to me like this ain't real? Don't act all tough, lad. Don't act all tough.
Like, get in the middle of this. You keep back. You keep back. Get him out of there. You get out of there. You get out. I'm so sorry. No, don't know too much.
You guys come here and try and disrespect us. Are you kidding me?
I'm not disrespecting you.
You're all right, no, we love you.
Hey, you take that trash talk and you get out of here. Hey, you get out of here. You take that trash talk. You get out. I won't have these guests disrespected like that, Mitch. You get out.
I think you're tough.
Oh.
I never thought you were tough.
Now, can you wrap this up?
Hold your pants tight. Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen, for coming in.
So,
Okay, there's the clip. There it is.
Yeah.
What's your reaction?
Hey, that's what you get. That's what you get. I mean, he handled that properly. You know what I mean? I mean, he wasn't going to give the guy a fake punch. He was going to whack the guy. He was going to give him. He was going to hit him in the jaw, and that's what he would have deserved. If you want to see, how wrestlers do it, because I've hit guys, with so-called a fake punch, and like Steve Austin. And it's the hardest punches he's gotten hit with, so that's the way this guy would have gotten hit if I would have been hitting him. As well as you just, people want to look at wrestling like it's lowbrow, like it's not something worthy of being on television or being called a sport or whatever, however they want to look at it. You might not want to have certain people on the show because just like, the guy when he had Mike Tyson on the show.
Ooh, my favorite.
And Mike Tyson just, gave him the right act. I mean, I remember Stuttering John, caught me, in the middle of New York City. and I wanted to kill him. Just because I'm like, bro, I mean, this is not a time to be playing around with me because stop playing. I don't know if you remember the time when Taker and Vader was on that show.
Yes, in Saudi.
In Saudi, yeah, and
Yeah.
Vader snatched the guy up, and really gave him the right hand, as well as David Schultz. I remember Hogan being on Richard Belzer's show and choked him out, let him drop and let his head hit the floor, bang. And I think Belzer got $20,000 out of that, from a lawsuit or something like that. Might have been more, if I'm not mistaken. But stuff like that happens, man, and they need to. You might want to check yourself if you're bringing some wrestlers on your program, because it could go wrong if you disrespect wrestling and disrespect the wrestler right in his face. That's the hard part, disrespecting the wrestler right in his face.
Yeah, because I mean, make no mistake. I mean, I get, sometimes, okay, you're doing a morning show, they want to do something zany or have fun, okay? That's something, though, you set up beforehand. So first thing I want to say is the producers of this segment, you failed miserably, right? Like, that's something you clear. Hey, man, is there a way we could do something, right? Show off something. I remember there was a time where Steve Austin was on Kathy Lee and Regis, and they had a thing set up with Regis, where he took a bump or something like that. Okay, look, that's something that we set up before. Okay, I'm gonna make sure you're protected, but at least I know about where we're going with this, right? With this one, it just seemed like, oh, these wrestlers, let's have some fun with them. Punch me in the face, why don't you? Put another shrimp on the barbie. It's like, what are y'all doing? You know what I mean?
You could tell immediately Grayson Waller wasn't feeling it.
No, he was not having fun.
You could see his face, from the beginning, like, where is this going? I like him. I like Grayson Waller. You remember when I said that this guy is mature enough to go to the main roster and make it?
Yeah.
And I really, truly believe that. Just in that situation right there, he definitely made the boys look good. So I give him big props.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, when something like this happens, like, I wanted to use your Stuttering John example to bring up, because at the time, the Howard Stern show, probably the biggest, or one of the biggest media outlets, but definitely the biggest radio show in the world.
Oh, yeah.
And you kind of went there and put pressure on a media guy who's of prominence, let's just say. Does the company come and talk to you and go, hey, Book, come on, man, you can't do that to the media? Or is it high fives? Like, hey, man, you put that guy in your place. And I'm asking you that more so in reference to Grayson Waller. Does Grayson get high fives when he gets back to town and goes into the locker room, or does he get a talking to?
I would give him high fives. I would give him big props. Me personally, and just from that situation right there, I don't think he did anything wrong at all. And if you put me in that situation, I gotta do what I gotta do. But as far as me being concerned, I've done a lot of stuff, and no one's never said anything. I've said a lot, man, as far as, like the Stuttering John situation, certain situations, where I've gone off and did certain things. And no one never said too much. But I always had a rule. My rule is, 99% keep your mouth shut. When you're 100%, you speak up 100% of the time. So if I'm in a situation where I feel like I'm 100% right about what I'm doing, and I'm going to do it no matter what the consequences may be. What the ramifications may be, I'm still going to do it. So with Stuttering John, that day I had a migraine headache and it was killing me. I remember that vividly to this day. And when he caught me, I was not in a good mood. And I think my migraine headache might have went away because I wanted to kill that dude so bad. And I would have, if I could have got my hands on him, I probably would have. I probably would have just, oh man, it would have been good too. Yeah.
It would have been good too. To me, I think the Grayson Waller thing, there's a lot being made about it. And you know what? Also, I think LA Knight did the right thing too. LA Knight goes, you don't want me to do what you just saw in the
yeah, exactly.
You don't want me to do that. That's what happened. Okay, you don't want to do that. You know what I mean? And then Grayson, I'm not going to give you some fake punch. I'm going to punch you as hard as I can in the jaw, and the police are going to have to be called.
Hey, man. That's giving you fair warning.
I'm just telling you.
Now, if you still want to do this, that's not like David Schultz.
No, it's not like David Schultz.
No, I'm giving you fair warning, bro. If you're going to let me punch you, I'm going to punch you. Okay, fine. And if the guy's stupid enough to come from back there doing this stuff, man, I would have hit him so hard, man. He'd had a broken jaw when he left that freaking stage. Seriously.
Yeah, you can't.
And then what do you do? What do you do? You told me to do it. You can't sue me.
I said what was going to happen if I do it.
Exactly. That's why the one guy said, "Go get on back there."
He said, no. You
don't want to try this.
He's serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's serious. And the thing is, I think Grayson, I don't know, maybe he also took some offense to it because it's like, look, I'm in my home country. We're bringing a big show here.
Yeah.
We're going to sell 50, 60, 70,000 seats, maybe more. And you're making a mockery.
I like this kid, man. Like I said, I like his character. I like, the way he handled the situation. I really always had high praise for Grayson Waller. Even in NXT, I felt like he's a guy that was ready for the main roster when he went there. Felt like the time he put in NXT, he definitely managed that time properly, and it wasn't about the NXT championship or anything. I mean, you don't remember any NXT championships this guy had around his waist or anything.
No.
Right? No. It was just a worker. Just a worker. He didn't need any of that to get over. You know what I mean? So, I'm liking everything about Grayson Waller.
Yeah, no, Grayson Waller's out here killing it, and him and LA Knight. I feel like, do you think this clip's going to go down? Like, are we going to talk about this in a couple years, or is this like a here for a couple?
Nothing really happened.
Right.
Something would have happened. You know what I mean? If it would have been a Vader moment, Vader, man. I don't know how Vader left the country. I think they had to pay some money to get him out of the country back then, from what I was hearing.
I think that they did. I think Vince had to put in a call.
Yeah, I mean, they about to lock him up over there, bro. It would have been bad. I bet you after that tape stopped rolling, they was all over Vader, man. I can imagine that. Man, oh my God, man. Hey guys, we gotta take a break. Stick around. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute. Can you dig it, sucker? All right, everyone, it's Booker T and Brad Gilmore here, and we've got something exciting for all you sports, comedy, music, and theater fans out there. We're talking about Game Time, the fastest, easiest way to get your hands on tickets to your favorite events.
That's right, Book. We love all those spontaneous, unforgettable moments, and Game Time is here to make them happen. Whether it's a last-minute decision to see a game or a sudden urge to catch a live show, Game Time has got you covered, giving fans access to tickets even at the last minute in over 60 cities across the United States and Canada.
Hey guys, this ain't about getting in. This is about getting the best seats in the house. With Game Time, you can see images of your seat before you buy it. So no surprises there, guys. You can score tickets swiftly. Skip the line, guys. Just dive straight into the moment.
Absolutely. And listen to this. Game Time guarantees the best prices. Find tickets in the same section and row for less elsewhere. Game Time will give you a credit of 110% of the difference. So there's no reason to wait, bro.
So whether it's the thrill of the game, the laughter of the comedy, the rhythm of the music, or the drama of the theater, guys, don't let the opportunity skip by. Choose Game Time. Grab your tickets and just enjoy the moment.
Live should be spontaneous, Book. So guys, don't miss out. Check out Game Time now on their app or at gametime.co. That's gametime.co.
Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Just download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code BOOKER for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Lowest price. Guaranteed. Oh, yes. Sucker! And this episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, let's talk about it. Let's talk about sex. Hey, you remember when you was always ready to go? I'm talking about strapping the rocket on it, man. Going straight to the moon. I'm talking about getting it done. If you want that extra confidence, I got something for you. Listen up. BlueChew.com. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Cialis, Levitra, but in a chewable tablet at the fraction of the cost.
But the great thing, Book, is you can take it any time, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. You sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days.
The best part, guys, it's all done online on the internet. So there's no doctor's visit, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at a pharmacy or any of that.
And the thing is, Book, Blue Chew's tablets, they're made right here in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package, so no one is the wiser.
You know, let's just get it out there, guys. Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. It's like this. Chew it and do it. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew absolutely free when you use promo code Booker at your checkout. Just pay $5 for shipping, man. That's BlueChew.com and use promo code and receive your first month absolutely free, man. Visit BlueChew.com. Use promo code Booker to receive your first month absolutely free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And, you know, we want to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the Hall of Fame podcast. Chew it and do it. Boom. Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame. Hey, man. I don't know if you've been watching the AEW's version Timeless Tony Storm.
I have been seeing Timeless Tony.
What do you think about that?
So I actually kind of like it. I'm actually a fan. I think that it's different. It's unique. It kind of reminds me in some ways of, do you remember when Goldust did the 24 karat pictures thing back in the day? Mm-hmm. It was really all in on that character.
Yeah.
I'm really behind it, man, if I'm being honest. And Toni Storm can work. I think she's great in the ring. And in the ring, she has a couple moments where she gets the gimmick in. Like Goldust did, but overall, it's like bell-to-bell action with her. Real as possible it can be. I like how they go to black to white. I really do. I like it all.
All right. I was just checking.
What do you think?
No, I like it too. Actually, it's definitely it's different. It's different. It seemed like it's something that came out of her head too.
I think she's 100% behind it.
Seemed like something that she had been thinking about for quite some time to want to pull something out that was totally different, which for me is wrestling. It's that stupid side of wrestling, the word is to be embellished to whatever you want it to be, but it still has a context to where you look at it to where it's not hokey or anything like that. You go, wow, this is pretty cool. It's one of those type of deals. But what I was wondering was, now since Dana Brooke is all elite, now she's doing this thing called Ash by Elegance, and it's quite similar.
I think she's in TNA, right?
Oh, is she in TNA?
I think she's TNA. Yeah.
Okay, but that gimmick,
it's similar. Yes,
it's similar. It's almost like the same character. What do you think about that? You know what I mean? Because that's almost like back in the day you had Ric Flair, and then you had Buddy Landale.
Both the Nature Boy.
Both of those guys was Nature Boy. They had pretty much the same character, same gimmick.
I've only seen like a couple things from Ash by Elegance. I like the name. I feel like I haven't gotten to see a promo. So let me say this: I haven't seen a promo, but I'm assuming it's like it almost sounds like a fragrance, right, or a clothing line.
Yeah, you look at the comparison, the dress, the look, the hair, everything, almost spot on as far as what Toni Storm is doing.
Well, sometimes that's, I guess, what happens in wrestling. Something gets popular and everybody wants to try to do a version of it. But I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't got to see enough of Ash by Elegance.
Steve Harvey, stealing jokes.
Well, that was Cedric the Entertainer, allegedly, by the way. And Steve
stole some jokes too, didn't he?
Oh, he did? I thought you were talking about what Kat said.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Steve stole some jokes too.
Well, you know what though, but Steve was given the business in Detroit, Michigan, in front of 10,000 people. So I don't know, but I haven't seen enough by Ash by Elegance to really give you a thoughtful assessment of it. But going back to Timeless Tony, I will say this, because I do see some people online hating on the gimmick, and my defense of it is, like, you can't have it both ways. You can't say AEW doesn't focus on the characters and the storylines, and then when they give you a character, say, well, the character's too over the top. Like, let it live. Like, you're either one way or the other, in my opinion. Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. And I think that Toni Storm is doing something. I'm not going to say it's revolutionary or anything, because we've seen versions of this gimmick before. But she's doing something that's unique to her, and I agree with you too. It feels like it's right out of her head. Now, was Dana Brooke, aka Ash by Elegance, inspired by it? When I can see a promo, I will let you know. But I like the name. I think Ash by Elegance is a cool name.
What do you think about Dana Brooke? I was reading something where they were saying that she was pretty much giving WWE the business. Me personally, I don't look at it like that.
I see what you're saying. I have a quote here in front of me.
As far as, her not being believed in, they didn't believe in her. And I don't know. What do you think about that? Because Dana Brooke, I think, had, a multitude of chances actually to get over. I think it was more so, I don't know. I think the fans really never got behind Dana Brooke.
It felt like they never clicked with her. This was her quote. I honestly think that they didn't believe in me. Producers TJ Wilson, which is Tyson Kidd, would be a big advocate for me. He'd always be like, Dana can do it. And it wasn't happening. I wasn't that girl. I wasn't the girl that they were trying to push to the next level. I was always the one who would take the pinfall, and I was okay with it, thinking in my mind, okay, this is going to be a shot and a next time. There's going to be a shot and a next time. And there never was a next time. I fought so hard. It was like 2018 or 2019 Money in the Bank. I wanted to hang from the briefcase, swing from it, and fall into a pile of girls and catch me. No, that's a little too dangerous. I was in gymnastics for 18 years. The bars are this high, and I would do a double backflip and land. I promise. I'm okay. Just let me do it. It would be a wow factor. I just didn't think that they had the confidence in me.
I don't know. Me personally, I don't look at it that way. I thought Dana Brooke had a lot of chances to actually get over with the fans, and me personally, I don't. That's where I always talk about, as far as people looking for the company to write something for them, looking for the company to give them the ball, and let them do this and, win the title, let me drop, all of that kind of stuff. I always thought, I'm serious, and I'm just saying this, I always thought you make the company right for you by going out there and making the fans come up out their damn seats. That's the way I think you get put in that position. I don't think you just get put in that position because this person should have a turn, this person should have a turn, and this person should have a turn. It's not like Pop Warner where everybody get a trophy. It's not like, just because you've been around, you should be in a certain position. I think your work determines what position that you achieve. That's just me. I could be wrong, but that's the way I've always looked at this business, and that's why the reason I say that is because if I thought like that, everybody at Reality of Wrestling would get a chance at being the Reality of Wrestling champion just because they, hanging around and going to the show. It's not the way it works.
Yeah, you got to earn the spot.
You got to earn the spot. I mean, do you see Dana Brooke going out and outperforming, Sasha Banks, Charlotte, Bailey, Asuka? Do you see her going out there and outshining any of those guys or those girls?
No, but her point, for her defense, her point was she was never given that opportunity.
No. When you're in a match, you get that opportunity. I've seen Dana Brooke in several matches. That's what I'm talking about. When you're in the match, you get a chance to prove how good you are in the match. Whether you go up or down. I've gone down in many matches where I've gone out and showed, man, maybe we need to be putting this guy over. It was one of those deals. You know what I mean? But in the beginning, you think I came in the company and I was going over? You think I was winning?
Yeah.
Me and my brother, we didn't win any matches when we first came in, other than enhancement matches, stuff like that when it was getting us over. But it's big time matches. No, we lost every overseas tour that my brother and I went on. We lost, but we went out there and proved it in the ring that perhaps we should have won. You know what I mean? And at the end of the night, we still could raise our hand because we just went out there and showed we won this match because everybody in this audience is going crazy right now. That's how you get the fans behind you. That's how you get the company to push you. And I'm saying this because it's a lot of young guys out there that think, well, maybe they're not writing for me. Maybe I'm not, in the game because, somebody doesn't like me and I'm not, Go out there and perform at a certain level. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's nothing the company can do but put you in a position. That's it. I'm going to tell you, that's bottom line, that's fact. So young people, get out of that mindset of thinking that somebody need to do something for you, opposed to you going out there and making them do it for you by going out there and performing at a level where they cannot deny you. And from that point on, the sky's the limit, man. 2-time Hall of Fame, seriously.
And I agree with everything you're saying. And in terms of what she wanted to do at Money in the Bank, and her saying they didn't believe in her of doing the spot, swinging from the briefcase, I don't even think it was not a belief in her. To me, if somebody came in your office and said, oh, I want to do this spot where I swing from the briefcase and land on a bunch of people, I have 18 years of experience as a gymnast, I think your response would be, well, this ain't gymnastics.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's so much more that can happen.
And, maybe we shouldn't do that spot,
And we're 20 minutes in. What do we need it for?
We've never done a spot like that ever before.
Right.
And we don't want to start experimenting. And like I said, I don't think it was not believing in her, and it's not a slight on her or anything like that. I'm just saying, to find yourself at an elite level in this business, I don't care whether it's TNA, AEW, anywhere, to find yourself in the elite spot, you're going to have to be an elite worker. Simple as that. Stick around, guys. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame, man. Oh, yeah. Just talking about Ash by Elegance. And again, guys, no slight or anything like that.
No.
Just talking about how I've seen, guys like back in the day that wasn't doing any of what I was just talking about. Be talking about, when are we going to get our T-shirt? When are we going to get a T-shirt? And I'm like, bro, go out there and, pop the crowd before you start talking about getting a T-shirt. And the thing is, if you was popping the crowd, you wouldn't have to worry about a T-shirt.
Right.
Am I right or wrong on that?
Right.
You'd be selling, much merch. If you pop in the crowd, if you're going out there and giving the crowd what they want on a weekly basis, that's just the way that normally works. So I just feel like, and I've seen it like so many times where guys are waiting on someone to, put them in position in this business. And I implore these young guys to, go out there and take that position. And I've seen it in reality wrestling. Always refer back to Gustavo Mendoza, a guy who went out and took the position and could have kept the position, as long as he wanted to, but was smart enough to say, hey, let's put this guy in a position, So take that shot and go out there and take it more than anything.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see kind of what becomes of it moving forward. Of course, with Ash by Elegance, but perhaps TNA is the best spot. Well, again, this is what I kind of said about Nick Nemeth, which I think translates over for Ash by Elegance, is TNA. There's definitely names there that There's not as many names as in a WWE or an AEW for that matter. So I think going to TNA, you have a better chance of getting some significant television time.
I just wish I could see more TNA. You know what I mean? I mean, it seemed like it's like lost somewhere as far as the television goes.
Yeah, it's on Access, I think. Right?
I know it's on Access, and I got access.
Yeah,
but it's not something like I make sure I put my TV on alarm to make sure I'm watching Access on whatever night they come on. I don't even know what night they come on.
I don't know.
And that's the one thing I think about TNA more than anything, which it was like that when I was there and they were on Spike. Okay, they were like in a primetime spot, and I would go places and people had thought I had retired. That whole 2 years I was there, I would go places and people go, man, what are you doing here? I'm here for a show, man. Man, I thought you retired, man. What are you talking about? Yeah, we're gonna be right down the street. It was one of those type of deals, and it seems that way right now. I don't know, here in the United States, at least as far as being able to access TNA and see what TNA truly is all about on a weekly basis. Even from a highlight perspective, I don't even see a lot of highlights of TNA. I don't even know who's in TNA. That's why I thought Ash was in AEW. I'm serious. I saw the logo behind it, but I guess I didn't pay attention to it.
Well, I don't know. We'll see what becomes of it. I'm excited to see. We do have a few super chatters that have come in.
Oh.
Do you want to go ahead and see?
Let's take them.
All right. Let's go to our first one here for the day. That comes from our friend at
Super Chat,
Alexander Fitzgerald. Do you remember 5 of Jinder's wins?
I don't. And this is a true statement. I don't remember 5 of Jinder's wins. And I know that's been a story out there, when I said that about Hook, but I wasn't saying that about Hook in a negative way. I was talking about Tony Khan, inadequacies as far as this guy got 28 wins on, and he should be a household name. Everybody should be talking about Hook. It should be Hook t-shirts. It should be Hook merch, all over the place. That's what I'm talking about. Do I remember 5 Jinder Mahal's wins? I don't, because, I don't look at Jinder Mahal for his wins and losses. If you can understand what I mean by that.
Right.
Jinder Mahal's an entertainer. He's a performer. When he won the world title, I don't remember a match he won before that, and I don't remember a match he won after that.
Right.
But when he won the world title, it was a moment for him. And normally that's what this business is about, moments. Not too many people are going to remember the wins and losses. That was my point about Hook. No one's going to remember his wins and losses, but people will remember how popular this kid was when he was having that run. Do that make any sense?
Right.
Do that make any sense?
I'm with you. I get it.
Hopefully it does.
I definitely understand. I get it and totally understand what you're saying. And you know what? To Hook's credit, last couple nights ago, he and Samoa Joe had a good match, man. Had a good match.
Joe went out there and put that kid to a test.
Shined him up too, though.
Beat him like he stole something. And he made him look good. He passed the test, more importantly than anything. Yeah. And if people get out of this, tribalism and quit thinking that, somebody's talking about somebody, people won't take stuff like that so offensive. Other than and then look into it and really understand what it actually means. Why would I, me personally, want to say anything negative about a young kid getting in this business?
Right.
And trying to make it. That's not me, okay? That's not me. I got young kids myself. I got too many of them.
Right. Yeah. I get the sentiment. I definitely got the sentiment. The
thing is, I've even made quotes about my young kids that's come through my school that have made it into the business, like an Athena, but it's not out of hate or anything like that. I'm saying it because I'm trying to help her, because I want her to make it all the way through this thing. There's so many bumps in the road that you can get, stuck and caught up with. You can, totally not, make it to the end. For me, it's about finishing this race.
Right. Seeing the end of it. 100%. Definitely agree. I know we only have one more segment for this, so we got to get a few super chats to get through. This is from John JID 999. I've heard The Undertaker talk about his fire entrance setting him on fire. Booker, do you have any close calls with anything involving your entrance?
No, I don't have any Michael Jackson moments or anything like that.
Because you were pretty far away from the
yeah,
fire.
I was always pretty far away from the fire, but you could feel it, and especially when I got to WWE, the fire was like right on my back. You know, I mean, it was like, oh man, because you could feel it. The fans could actually feel it as well. It was a monster, you know. And that's what I was always so over the top. I was like, wow, man, this is an interest. You know, always thought I had a really, really cool interest in WCW. And then when I got to WWE, man, they really put the rocket on it, you know, took it over the moon. So yeah, man. Yeah.
That entrance felt so massive. And like I said, you were one of the few guys, I mean, because not everybody gets pyro, right? Or fire or anything like that. I mean, that's
it was dope. It definitely was dope.
Like, I wonder I would love for someone to tell me what would be the cost, your entrance cost over your span of your WWE career. Like,
that's crazy.
Right? I would love to know that number. Somebody has it.
Just glad I didn't have to come out of my pocket.
We'll do one more before we have to go to break. This is from Elijah Vin. I wanted to ask you all, do you think Vince McMahon is going to come back to the Royal Rumble? And somebody tried to say on YouTube, I think they were just bullcrap. Like, in the Rumble? I don't think Vince is getting in the Rumble.
Nah, Vince just came off of a surgery.
Like a spine surgery or a back surgery.
Yeah, spinal surgery not too long ago. Yeah, something. And I don't think Vince is going to be in the Royal Rumble. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I wouldn't put it past him trying to get in it. You know, seriously. I'm serious. I'm dead serious, man. If anybody would try to pull something off like that, it would be Vince McMahon. But I do not think we're going to see Vince in the Royal Rumble here in 2024.
I don't think so either. I don't think so. That'd be a hard one to find, to figure out. Oh man. Let's see. Do we have time for one more? I guess we do. This comes from Mr. Joe Walker. And take your cleanup out the game, man. Take you clean up out the game, man. Growl.
That's one of my sayings. You know what I mean? Take you clean up.
Oh,
you know?
I'm reading it not in the right rhythm.
Oh,
yeah. I'm not reading it in the right.
All my little privates.
Right. And take you clean up out the game, man. Yes. Okay. When you read it in the right rhythm.
I got it. Yeah,
it makes sense. Well, I think we got to take one more, Book.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got to take one more break and then finish these up.
All right, stick around, guys. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute, y'all. Hey. Boom. Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame. Let's keep it rolling, man. Got any more super chats?
We do. We have plenty of super chats. Let's see. Let's go to our next one here. This comes from M Music. Book, are you doing the Royal Rumble kickoff show this year? I look forward to hearing your expertise live in person prior to the Rumble.
Yeah, I will be there next week. Looking forward to it. Can't wait. Sit down with the crew. See my main man, Petey Wheatstraw, the devil's son-in-law. Can't wait to see him. Gonna have some fun. So yeah.
Petey what?
Petey Wheatstraw.
Petey Wheatstraw.
The devil's son-in-law.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's old Rudy Ray Moore stuff.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the movie? The one with Eddie?
Dolomite?
Yeah, Dolomite Is My Name.
I didn't see the new one. I don't know why I didn't see it, man. I'm gonna have to definitely go back and check it out.
Oh man.
You know what? I might go back and miss sure. I may watch that tonight.
Oh man, Eddie does such a good job. Oh, he does such a good job as Rudy Ray Moore. Oh, it's so good, man. You got to check it out. You got to. This is from Mike Edwards. You guys see Young Bucks finally for the first time on TV saying they are EVPs and rocking and jacking Vince McMahon's mustache. The Vince stashes that they have are phenomenal. And I read that online that they were like an allusion to Vince. I don't know if that's true or not, but if there is, it's even better. You know what I mean?
You know what? I saw it. I didn't know what it was. I didn't even know who they were.
You didn't recognize them?
I didn't even recognize him. You know what I mean? And if that's what it is, you know what I mean, rock it and go with it. But
it's funny to lean into it, right? Like all the, executives in wrestling have this thin mustache.
Yeah. Hey, man, maybe that's going to be the new trend.
Maybe so. And Bucks are angling for that match with the Stinger to close out his career. Looks like that's what they're going to do. And, and you talked about how that's the right call.
I see a lot of the sites picked it up, man, as far as me putting the Bucks over, saying that these guys can work. I don't know why, that seemed to be shocking to the wrestling world, me saying the young Bucks can work. But no, man, I'm true to my word. I feel like those guys definitely can go out and perform with anybody in the world.
Yeah. So, and then our next one here is from Big Breezo. That makes me want to throw up the morning show clip. I hate when pro wrestling gets disrespected because it's so cool to watch. SMH.
Yeah. I mean, stuff like that's going to happen. Like I said, people still want to look at professional wrestling like it's, lowbrow, like it's not something that we haven't been putting in work to make a household name and a household product for years, like we haven't been putting our bodies, our lives, our families' livelihoods on the line on a weekly basis. It's no different than what guys do in Hollywood when they go out there and shoot their movies, whatnot, and do their scenes. It's no different than any other form of life. Where someone is going out there and putting in the work and entertaining fans. That's what this thing's about. And when I don't understand why people won't come out of, feeling that way about professional wrestling. I mean, we all know what wrestling is. We all know what it is.
Right.
But still, we all, want to be entertained in some form or some fashion. And the way we want to be entertained, that's our choice. I don't bother nobody when they go watch somebody slap somebody, If that's what you want to do, fine. You know what I mean? If that's the way you want to make your living, fine. I'm not going to look down on you because. And the thing is, I might not even like it. May not be my cup of tea. But why are you bringing me on your show? Right. Why are you bringing me on your show because you know it's going to get some ratings, and then you bring me on your show to try to embarrass me as you get ratings off of me at the same time. Do that make any sense?
No.
So yeah. I mean, lowbrow.
Lowbrow, man. I agree with you. I'm not even going to read this guy's name on the show. But predictions on the UFC Toronto Strickland versus, it says DDP, but it's Duplessis. I think he's fighting. Sean Strickland and Duplessis. He says he's going. So do you have any predictions on that one?
I don't think Strickland's going to come out too well in this fight.
Really? He's a champ, right? Yeah. Or he's a man.
Yeah, he's a champ. But I just feel like Izzy and his style was just perfect, for him to win that fight. Just all out. It's like fighting a guy who really don't know how to fight. But he throwing punches. Right. And one of them connect. The next thing you know, you're looking up at the light. It's almost like that. You can't really judge him. You can't do all the stuff you normally do against other fighters just because this guy's so awkward. He's so freaking. I think that was the case. But I think this Duplessis, I think his fighting style, man, is herky-jerky as well. But he's strong as hell. And if he get his grip on you, he's going to take you down. He can submit you in a heartbeat. He can fight straight up. And this is going to be a perfect matchup. And the thing is, Duplessis would have done the same thing to Izzy. Izzy is one of those patient fighters. He's one of those tactical fighters. He's got to stay on the outside. He's got to be able to pose and do all of his stuff. These guys, they don't think about doing any of that. They just fight.
Right.
In a dogfight, for a steak. It's real. Yeah, seriously.
100%. So we'll see what happens there in Toronto. I don't know. Is that this weekend or when is that?
It's this weekend.
That's this weekend. I've kind of again. UFC hasn't had a whole lot that's attracted me lately. Now I know UFC 200. They just announced, I think, another BMF title fight. If I think between Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje, is going to be the main event of that, I believe.
Okay. All right. I mean, go for it.
Because Justin,
you know what? I like those fights. I mean, give those guys something to fight for. So put a name on it. Put a belt on it. The belt doesn't really mean anything, but it still gives it a feel. Yeah, I like that.
Who do you have in Gaethje and Holloway?
Man, it's hard to bet against either one of those guys. But if I was a betting man, I'd go with Max, because Max has, he's been dethroned, but I feel like he easily could still be the champ right now.
I agree. And those Volkanovski fights, a couple of them were so close.
Yeah. So that's just the way I feel on that.
Our last one of the day comes from David Lindsay. I get the thing with Hook 28 and whatever, because when Goldberg was 100-0, I was locked in. Oh, yeah, man.
Exactly what I mean. When Goldberg came to the ring, everybody was excited. I mean, that walk, the knock on the door.
That was the part for me.
Oh, man, I mean, that's exactly what I mean. If people really understand what I be talking about when I say something like can you remember 5 matches? It wasn't a knock on Hook or anything like that. I just want to reiterate that. Just like, do I remember 5 matches from Jinder Mahal wins? No, I don't. But I do feel the presence of what Jinder Mahal is doing on a weekly basis, and it feels like, some old school work. You know what I mean? It's like, let's just do what works. You know what I mean? The guy from overseas, the terror, whatever you want to look at him. You know what I'm saying? Let him go out there, speak his language, rock, come out, boom, the house go crazy. So that's what I think about when I look at, what Jinder Mahal is doing compared to, what Hook is doing. I really feel like this kid could really be a household name, and you don't want to wait to start building him. You're already building him. You know what I mean? It's already there. It's already in place. All you got to do is just, make it a little bit more visual. Get this kid, put the rocket on it.
But again, with Goldberg, like, the reason Goldberg worked, there's a lot of reasons, but one of them is that entrance. The entrance was almost, because the entrance was always longer than the match, and it brought so much anticipation. It almost was like when Tyson was walking to the ring, like you knew somebody's about to get messed up.
Yeah.
But that knock on the door, Goldberg, looking crazy when they open it, the security guards taking him, the fireworks.
Yeah, that was the thing, though, man. We had never seen anybody like Goldberg. I mean, that dude, he looked like a monster.
He did.
If you was watching a television and you may have never watched wrestling before, and you saw that entrance and saw that guy coming to the ring, you're going to watch just to see what's going to happen.
You're like, I'm in.
And then next week, after you see him jackhammer the guy in a couple of seconds, you're going to want to tune in next week to see him again.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, Goldberg was built the right way. They really put that guy in a position where he would succeed at the highest level. He didn't have to do much at all, but just do his part. And that's what Goldberg did. And he did that part, and he did that part very well. I must say that.
Yeah, one of the great entrances, I think, in the history of the business. But, Book, that wraps us up for this week.
Yeah, man. We got to get up out of here, man. But want to thank everybody for stepping inside the Hall of Fame, getting your champagne wishes, caviar dream. Don't forget, February 10th, Reality Wrestling is going down. It's going to be a big shoe. So make sure if you're anywhere in the surrounding areas, come out there and check it out. I'm getting ready to get on the road this weekend. Got a big show, big signing myself going down in New Mexico. So guys, wish me luck. It's all about getting that cheddar, baby. You know what I'm saying? But I want to thank everybody for stepping inside the Hall of Fame, getting your champagne wishes, caviar dreams, Brad, all the heavy lifting, as always. And guys, peace. We out. We love you.
The Ed Milet Show showcases the greatest peak performers sharing their journey, knowledge, and thought leadership.
This is one of the all-time best pieces of advice ever given on the show.
Actor Rainn Wilson.
The number one thing that psychologists point to with young people of why they are struggling so much in this mental health epidemic is they don't have resilience. So how do you build resilience if you don't understand suffering itself?
The Ed Milet Show is available on YouTube or wherever you listen.
Hi there.
Sorry for the interruption, but are you enjoying this show on Google Podcasts? You should know that the Google Podcasts app is going away this spring. That's right, going away, gone as in no longer available. You can still enjoy this show elsewhere though. Try out Spotify or Amazon Music, or maybe TuneIn is more your style. Whatever app you switch to, be sure to follow so you never miss the next episode. And thanks for listening, wherever you listen.